What's happening, YouTube? There's two different K-Megas. There's video making K-Mega, who's more subdued, chill, and then there's podcast K-Mega. Right here, you're going to get podcast Mega. Because podcast Mega don't give a fuck. As my boy Rain84 would say, that I would put on my turtleneck and be the Stephen A. Smith of motherfucking gaming. Because I'm going to break this down to you, I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to address the gaming nation. Because you guys have been fucking disappointing. Look at that. Dragon Ball Z, and you saying the Xbox conference was trash? They presented that shit on the floor. Look at that. Look at this. Japanese games? And you're saying Black Desert? You talk Cold Vein, indies, card games. They touched every genre, variety. If that game right there, as we're looking at right there, was on PlayStation, that game would get all types of praise. All types of praise. Say that I'm lying. Say that I'm fucking lying. Look at this. 43 games were shown. 22 exclusive. And you people are acting like that this show was dog shit. Now look, everybody's entitled to their opinion. If the show wasn't up to snuff for you because you may not like the look of the Xbox One X, or if you didn't get those certain AAAs that you was expecting from Xbox, I get that. That's fine. If you wasn't in love with the price, I get that. I get that. I'm not mad at you about that. But to say that the show was absolutely trash because that's bullshit. PlayStation's going to come out tonight, and I'm going to be excited just like I've been excited for all of E3. Because each one of these conferences have offered games that I want to buy, that I'm going to buy. EA's, to me, it was an average show, but there was 4 games that I got to get my hands on. Bethesda's show was lackluster at best, but there was 2 games that I got to get my hands on. Ubisoft is going to show me something. I'm looking at this Mario game, looks fun. And then I'm looking at the comments and people are losing their fucking mind and talking about this is trash, this is terrible, worst shit I've ever seen. Really? This is so kiddie. Look, let's get this out the way. Let's get this point out the motherfucking way. Okay, people, we're big ass kids. We're playing, as what my grandfather used to call, electronic boxes. We're playing big ass toys. Big ass electronic toys. We're adults that are kids at heart. So what the hell are you talking about? This looks kiddie. All these games are unrealistic, and the games, they might have more of a serious tone. They may be gory, they may be bloody, but they're still video games. They're in the world of make fucking believe. So I'm trying to understand where gamers' head at is this generation, because obviously it's not invested into the gaming. They're too invested into the console war. I'm going to be approaching the PlayStation conference with excitement because of the fact it is an exciting time to be a gamer. Everything is going to be hot. And for what Xbox has provided, they kicked the doors off by showing us variety and showing us what we got to come. And with the most powerful console out there, my God, what can you be pissed off for? Look at this game. Nothing on PlayStation looks like this or will look like this until they come out with their new piece of hardware. And it ain't going to be anything that's got the Pro at the end of it. That's for damn sure. We are seeing, this is just a presentation, guys. This is a presentation of Xbox showing you what's to come. The best looking multiplats is going to look the best games. Every game that they showed, even those indies, they look fucking fantastic. Even the game that even a couple of the games that I didn't care about, like when the guy came on stage and he was announcing some shit about these 2 guys playing this little indie game, running around and shooting each other. Didn't care about that game. The game that looked like an adult version of Dig Dug with the dwarfs, didn't care about that game, but somebody will. Look at this. Look at that shit, man. That shit looks sick. Sick. Big hairy ass rat gets stabbed in the eyeball, and Xbox conference was trash. Knowing a lot of you fools out here are going to be trading in those PlayStation 4s and those Xbox One S's to buy the Xbox One X. Knowing. Look, my PC is already limited because of what the Xbox X is going to provide. I was just watching the PC conference. And they were talking about, and it had an Intel guy on the stage, and they were basically saying, hey, you know, we're going to, you know, if you want to play games in 4K, we have options from $800 to $1,500 for one piece of fucking hardware. And then you hear some of these clowns out here that's talking about, I'll just give me a PC, a 4K PC. Hell, if you can't pay $499 for a console, what the hell makes you think that you're going to go buy a 4K graphics card that's going to cost you, that's going to set you back, what, $600, $700 to $1,500, $800. I mean, let's just say you can get a graphics card for any price, but if you really want the best of the best, like they were saying, nah, bro, you coming off some real change just for one piece of hardware. Plus, also, the one thing that people just don't address about PC is that if that game doesn't have a strong standing, like if there doesn't have a lot of people playing on it, good luck. Good luck of trying to get any service if that game crashes, if that game has a lot of bugs, because they're not going to give two rats shits about that game because it's not generating the devs any money. But you know, they know where their bread is buttered, and that's with the console gaming. And with you having the most powerful console ever made, we're talking about a console that's going to be superior than 80% of people's PCs. Unless everybody just jumps all of a sudden and start upgrading, Xbox is going to be showing games at a higher level than most people's PCs. That's incredible. So for people to bitch about the $499 price is beyond belief to me. Now, I did say that, hey, look, for the $399 price tag, that would have been the mic drop moment, but they didn't go that route. And for people to say that, well, people shouldn't be mad at Jeff Keighley for leaking out that information, that is absolutely stupid. Because if they did that to PlayStation, there would be people losing their fucking minds right now. And be wanting Jeff Keighley to be fired, making petitions and everything else. You don't do no foul shit like this. The gaming media is totally against what Xbox is doing. If this was a PlayStation show, I couldn't tell you how much praise that it would have got. And we know this. We definitely know this. But of course, because it's Xbox, they are the Carson Wentz. They have these higher expectations. And while PlayStation is the Jared Goff, fact of it is, PlayStation can do no wrong because they're allowed to do very little. And they'll be celebrated for it. Now, I know that people's going to hate that. But the facts are the facts. People hate that so much. You can talk about the 90% of the delayed games that they brought out this year, and you can talk about that they have these higher-rated Metacritic scores, and they can blah blah balloon all of this bullshit. You can say all that. Games that's supposed to be Zelda killers, Forza killers, supposed to be space killers, best this, best that. Most all these games fell and died. Who talks about Drive Club anymore? See, that's one thing about the PlayStation Nation that cracks me up because they like to clown and shit, right? But you know what? I don't see too many people showing me a lot of gameplay for these games. I don't see them talk about the games particularly. They talk more about these sales numbers than they talk about the actual games themselves. So gamers, enjoy what you enjoy. And I enjoyed the Xbox conference a hell of a lot. Let the hate begin. Peace.